What's up everyone, back for another beer review, and today I will be reviewing a beer from the Ascension Brewing Company, and they are out of Novi, Michigan, and this is their Parfait Sour. So they're calling this a sour ale that is brewed with cranberries, blackberries, and blueberries, along with 50 pounds of granola and Greek yogurt. Comes in at 7.1% alcohol by volume. No IBUs listed in time of review. This can is just under 2 weeks old, and I want to give a huge thanks and shout out to a friend of mine, Chris, for hooking me up with this one. Chris and I were at a bottle share on Black Friday, and he brought down some Ascension beers, and he was nice enough to throw a couple my way, and I'll be reviewing both of them, this one, and I have a variant of their Gorilla Juice, and I'm looking forward to it. Now, full disclosure, I've had this one before because Chris was nice enough to crack open a can of this at the share. I had like 2 or 3 ounces of it, and this beer kind of reminded me of the other half Crunchee series, although like a lighter version of it. It had very similar characteristics. It was reminiscent of a Crunchee, but just lighter like flavors, lighter. It wasn't as impactful or boisterous, especially like the berry notes and whatnot, but it was quite delicious. So really cool. I'm getting a chance to review this one, so thank you very much, Chris. I do appreciate it, good sir, and I can't wait to get into it. So let's crack it open, see what we got going on. Now, like I said, this is very reminiscent of the Crunchee series. And yeah, just the granola, I think, is kind of what does it. So let's give it a pour here. As you can see, pouring out like some kind of fruit puree. Looks fantastic. About that much. Throw this over here. Now, that looks like a Parfait Sour. So yeah, it's like basically purple. Violet looking, has about a half finger of this light purple head, very creamy looking, looks fantastic in the glass. Let's get a nose. Yeah, it's just reminiscent of that Crunchee series, but just it doesn't, the flavors just aren't as bold, but man, they're there. So definitely granola. This is like a mixed berry granola. Actually, it's like you had, they're using yogurt in this one. It's kind of like you had a parfait for sure. Like you're getting the yogurt characteristics, like the sourness, a little bit of like lactose going on. Then you're getting the granola, and then you're getting like the berries. So parfait, I mean, yeah, hits the nail on the head in my opinion. Getting more of the blackberries than blueberries. Said blackberries, blueberries, and cranberries. Cranberries probably just adding like a little bit more of the sourness too. But yeah, blackberries and blueberries more so than anything. Getting the granola, lactose, a little bit of vanilla kick. Has a slight like tartness to the nose, but it's more of like a sweet character overall. Yeah, it smells awesome. They call it a Parfait Sour. It smells like a parfait. Let's get into it. Cheers, everybody. That is fucking absolutely delicious. Oh, I don't remember it being as, this has like a higher tartness, lower sourness. In the back of the jaw, it kind of hit after that first sip and kind of, shocked my palate a little bit. So this is like higher side of tart, lower side of sour. Right from tons of sweetness. Getting more of the blackberry and now the cranberry in the taste. Actually, cranberry might be leading the way in the taste. Cranberry and blackberry, blueberry gets kind of lost for me, but up front, tons of sweetness from the berry, the granola, the yogurt. It just has a big sweetness, but as it passes through the palate, that sweetness starts to turn to like an acidic, higher, like we'll just say acidic sourness. Right in the middle of the palate, that's where it kind of hit and grabbed my palate and was like, you know what, this is a sour beer. And I'm getting more of the granola and the yogurt and like a vanilla tinge right in the middle of the palate. Finishes semi-dry, still a pretty decent residual sweetness, but it has a moderate acidity to it, but also a low sourness. So on the back of the palate, you know this is a sour beer, but up front, you're like, oh my God, this is like super sweet. It balances it out nicely because if it carried on through the palate, this would be too sweet for me. Body on this one, straight up medium body, 7.1%. That's cool. This doesn't have like your Mortalis Hydra or 450 North slushy kind of body to it. This is not fruit puree. This is not super thick and pulpy. It has a appropriate body for what they're going for. Well, it has a good carbonation to it. Super soft, smooth, and creamy. The lactose, the yogurt and everything. It just, the mouth feels fucking dynamite too. Drinking this on a fresh palate, I think, honestly, this is on the level of some of the Crunchies I've had. Now, the favorite Crunchee for me, the 2 favorite that I've had is the raspberry and the mixed berry. This is very akin to the mixed berry, and I gave that a 5 out of 5. I don't think this is quite close to that level. I just think those are more, I mean, they've been doing them longer, I think. I don't know how long Ascension's been doing this Parfait Sour or anything like this, but you know, other half's been doing them for what, at least a year, a couple of years now, a year and a half, and they've kind of dialed in the base of it, and they just change up like whatever fruit addition, and those are hard to beat for me personally. But this is, you know, top tier, really delicious pastry sour type of shit right here. This is delicious. So I'm going to give Parfait Sour from Ascension a high 4.5 out of 5. Go 4.6 out of 5. This is, I gave it a 4.5 on tap, but I would have said this is like a 4.4 when I had it at the share. I'm only almost bumping this up a quarter rating because it's more impactful than I remember it being at the share. And again, that's what happens at bottle shares. You know, you drink 20, 25 different beers, and I think we cracked this open halfway through, your palate starts to get shot, and you probably can only taste, you know, 60, 70, 80% of what you're drinking. So this one didn't seem that impactful when I was drinking it. Now I am, and it's like super bold and boisterous. I'm digging it. Yeah, super delicious. So thank you very much, Chris, for this one. I do appreciate it. Yeah, 4.6 out of 5 for Parfait Sour. The 7.1% alcohol, not really tasting at all in the palate, a little bit of warming in the chest, but now this drink's like, it's like, you know, 6%. It's, yeah, this is dangerous beer. Very dangerous, very dangerous beer. Shout out to Guy over at Drinking in Canada. Price and availability. Price point on this one, I believe, was $18 a 4-pack. So you're talking $4.50 a can. I would pay that all day, every day for a beer of this quality. This is delicious. And availability, I believe this is brewery only. I don't know if they trickle out into like local bottle shops or anything, but I'm pretty sure these are brewery only. And Chris went to, I believe it was the Gorilla Juice release, and I'm sure they had cans of this, which is why he grabbed some. But yeah, anyway, awesome beer. If you've had this one before, if you've had anything from Ascension, let me know what you think about it. The bottle share on Black Friday that I did with Chris and a bunch of my other friends, it's the first time I had any Ascension. I think I had 3 different beers from them, 2 of their Gorilla Juices plus this, and I was, you know, honestly, world class. Like the 3 beers I had were 3 of the best beers of the share, and yeah, they're just killing it. So outside of Holmes, I would say this is the other brewery that's kind of doing the new styles in craft beer, the hazies, the fruited sours, and the you know, big adjunct stouts extremely well. So if you can get your hands on any Ascension stuff, do so. The other beer I have from them is their Gorilla Juice. I think it's their hazelnut vanilla cinnamon Gorilla Juice, which I did have at the bottle share, but he gave me a can to review it, and I'm going to review the shit out of it. So once again, thanks to Chris, and thanks to everybody for stopping by another beer review here on the Beer Patrol. Till the next one. Cheers.